would just love to understand from you, what is the focus of Yoga Mahabharata that we are offering?
It's not very widely realized that one of the first texts to talk about yoga and in fact define many things both in yoga and in sakhi and so on, including Ayurveda, is the Mahabharata. So one of the central ideas in the Mahabharata is to introduce the idea that an inner practice, which is the yogic practice, is essential for any action outside in the world. But unless there's a deep harmony between the two, there is a problem which could result in adharmic actions or illness for oneself and so on. So the Mahabharata also actually discusses Ayurveda in one of the dialogues. So that is the focus of the Mahabharata. So what we will do in this course is to introduce people to how to look and study the Mahabharata as which helps in inspection. Yeah, so what we will not be going into is elaborate textual references, or explaining it in a heuristic way and things like that, which is very different focus. Right? This is going to be entirely how does the Mahabharata become a mirror and a help for myself to look at my psyche, to understand how I act in the world. That will be the focus.
Beautiful. You mentioned introspection, understanding the psyche. As a participant, what could be some of the possible takeaways from me attending this course?
I don't like the word takeaway. I prefer a word like opting in when we are dealing with subjects like yoga and Mahabharata and so on, because texts are teaching you how to enjoy life. So the focus in any learning of this kind is to discover how do I shift from my current ways and move into a different way of approaching myself, the world, other people, so that my actions become more and more and more dharmic. Yeah, this is not for an intellectual debate. This is not for something else that you can apply elsewhere. Yeah, I am here, I'm learning something. I ought to learn something to apply it to my own life and myself. So it's an opting in to an entire way of looking at the world, an entire practice.
Thank you, Raghu. With that, I would just like to invite listeners and viewers to join into the course. We will also be having an informative webinar on the 27th of December, followed by the course starting on the 10th of January 2026. For more details, please do go into the links that is following this caption. Thank you.